You know what time it is. It's your favorite social media coach, Tramel Howard. Coach Mel in the building with your favorite cool uncle, Uncle Flood, and they're going to take you inside the game. So sit down, relax, get your favorite beverage, and hang as they take you across the SWAT, especially in Southern University football and professional sports as they talk Monday Night Football here on Inside the Game. All right, let's get into it.
What up? What up? What up?
We are back. 49er faithful ride with me. Ready and go. Dripping to the D-I-E-I-E. We had some good news this weekend.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Bang, bang, Niner gang, baby. Bang, bang, Niner game. But no, it was a interesting football weekend. A lot to unpack, a lot to uncover. Our Jaguars had a game this weekend against Fresno State. We anticipated the outcome of that game.
Yes.
But as always, Unc, what are your initial thoughts on our last matchup with the Fresno State Bulldogs in Fresno, California?
Well, I mean, it kind of went the way that I went. The way that I thought it would go. I was not surprised. See, people who listen to this show get bits of information that people who listen to those other shows who just spout out stuff don't get. Like I know if you listen to the last show, there was some guy on the last show that said, when they play Fresno, they probably should play the third string quarterback. He's a big Strother. I think the guy said Strother should play. Ashton Strother should play. He's a big, strong kid with a strong arm. They should give him some reps, see what he could do, let him get some reps in the offense. If he doesn't play well, you put him in there. But if he plays well, then you can have 2 weeks to get him prepared to play against Jackson State. Well, lo and behold, what happens?
Unc is giving himself his flowers, y'all, because
I'm not saying, I didn't say no names. I'm just saying.
I'm just letting the people know what you say. Oh, you gotta get your flowers.
I'm just saying what I'm saying because I continue to be a soothsayer about certain things.
No, I mean, look, we talked about this last week, and I think that was spot on the right call. I mean, you have nothing to lose by giving a young man a chance. You've been struggling at quarterback position, staying healthy at quarterback position, and the young man, for what it's worth, and I mean, he had one. I was at the game, so this is the first report that I had to do from like recaps / radio broadcast / people calling me. So shout out to Jaguar. He called me all excited. He was like, "Man, you got to turn on the game." He just went 6 for 6 on the one. I'm like, "What's going on?" So. A very impressive drive. I mean, and we scored and brought a lot of different life to the offense. It actually looked easy to him. It was interesting.
What impressed me the most wasn't him and his ability, because he has physical ability, but it was the way the team rallied around him. They responded to him.
Yes.
And that was what really impressed me about him. And if that young man can continue to grow on the offense, I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be QB1 when we take on Jackson State, because I don't think Woods is going to be healthy enough for that game. And I wouldn't put Woods out there in that situation, not right now.
So for that is obviously the question of the hour. Before we go to that question of the hour, because I think that'll take us a little time, we always come to this when we play these up-and opponents, these quote-unquote money games. And we've talked about this on the show before, but any thoughts on the money game situation, and where that's going with the league?
I mean, I think you have to play these games, but I think you have to be reasonable about playing these games. I wasn't a big fan of going all the way out to Fresno to play, but it was what it was. They paid the $500,000, which is pretty much the standard fee for FCS programs. For people who don't know, I know all of our social media athletic directors and stuff always talking about, they need to get more money. Well, the average, the above HBCUs get an above average payout as opposed to most FCS programs. It's slotted. The way the payout is done, it's slotted. If you are a group of 6 school, which means anything outside of the Power 4, but you're still FBS, it's somewhere between 1.1 million and 2.1 million. It's according to what your level is in that division, and it's slotted in what you can negotiate. Grambling was an aberration with Ohio State getting $1 million because Ohio State was being generous, just like when we played LSU and they gave us $750,000 to come across town.
Right.
But those schools have now made an agreement. And I think Grambling signed that deal either a year or 2 ago. They made an agreement that they're not going to pay FCS schools more than, say, $550,000, I think is the number.
Got it.
So we maxed out. Went to California to play Fresno. I wasn't going to Baton Rouge, California to watch Southern play Fresno, but I'm glad we got out. Basically, we pretty much got out injury free from what I can tell. I understand Cam McCoy, he already had some injuries and he got some bumps and bruises. We sat Mike Franklin out to try to let him get some time to heal. So Herman Bristol was out again, but he has a broken hand. So those guys will get a chance to heal, continue to heal. We didn't have any major injuries. We got out of there. We got our check last year, so we got our 2 payments for our check last year. So all in all, what I was disappointed in is we still played a game that was it wasn't a clean game. We still had some issues. We still committed to penalties. We still didn't play a clean game. And that's the only thing I was disappointed in. But I was encouraged by the way Ashton Strother played. I was encouraged by the way the offensive line played. We are still struggling on special teams. And defense plays well in moments and spurts, and they still seem like they lose focus when offense gets something going. They lose focus because we've seen it time and time again where offense will come down and make a play and gets points on the board, and the defense will then give up a big play. We saw that same trend, that same thing happen against Fresno State. So there was some good and some bad. Not much different from pretty much every other game we played this year.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what it is for me. And it was weird to listen to a game on the radio for the first time in a long time. But I mean, it seemed like
listening to Chris Powers because the LSU Tigers are taking on the Florida Gators across town. While we're here in California, man, I sure wish I could be there to see that game. I know Tiger Stadium is packed.
Oh, Chris has a great radio voice. But no, it was good. Interesting to listen to the game on the radio. Interesting to see all the things. Great showing from the California folks from Jaguar Nation. So shout out to the Cali alumni chapter. Did a great job of hosting, showing up. The band was impressive per usual, despite what people have to say all the time with their ridiculous takes. But the band was impressive per usual. Did a great showing. I mean, I went back and watched the 5th quarter. They brought back some of the greats. We'll have some of that talk later. Didn't come out victorious, but to your point, some good, some bad. I mean, it was interesting to see that they played a lot of some of those freshmen got an opportunity to start on the offensive line, which was, I think that's always good to get that real-time experience. But the question of the hour is our quarterback, quote-unquote, controversy. That's not really a controversy in many people's eyes. So what do you think we should be doing, or what do you think who we should be preparing to be?
If Ashton Strother is healthy, this shouldn't even be a question. Cam McCoy has had more than ample opportunity to show himself to be a starting quarterback. He's not that. That's not saying that you shouldn't have packages, maybe 10, 12 plays for Cam McCoy to come in as a change of pace, which I think was the original plan for him in the beginning. But Cam McCoy is not a starting quarterback. Honestly, I would like to see Cam McCoy line up in the slot. I think Cam McCoy could be Willie Quinn-like, but that's just me because I know in his mind he's a quarterback and he doesn't want to change for being a quarterback because that is an ego bruise. But I think the young man could play on the next level if he decided he wanted to be a receiver.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I agree. I think he's an athlete, and sometimes you just have to find a way to put athletes on the field. And I think
exactly
he has the intangibles of just getting out there and make. I think of him like a Debo Samuel-esque, like someone who could just get the ball in the open field and just make a play out of nothing. And so I never understood that. I mean, I guess to your point, the ego thing. We've had a lot of athletes that have come and want to be quarterbacks, and that's all they ever want to line up as. And it's like, actually, you can see the field in some better ways.
I can tell you from experience what it is. If you are a kid, and I've experienced, if you are a kid who has been in quarterback position for quite a bit of time, you grow up in that position, you're used to being there. And especially as a young black man, it's changed somewhat now, but you feel like a lot of times it's like, okay, I am a quarterback, I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And when somebody comes to you, or it becomes apparent that, hey, this person is better than you, or maybe there's another position for you to change to, then it's an ego thing, it's a disappointment thing, and it's just a defiance thing, because it's almost like nobody wants to be told like, or feel like you're not smart enough to play that position, because really that's the way quarterbacks are gauged, even though the smartest player on the field is actually the offensive center, is the smartest player on the field. He's the most well-versed in the game. He's the smartest player on the field. For those who don't know, that's just what it is. But a lot of quarterbacks don't want to, who are guys who especially have come up and been quarterbacks, don't want to change positions. I guarantee you, Cal McCoy has been told several times since he's gotten in college that they want him to move to receiver, and he's transferred schools because of that. I can guarantee you at Eastern Michigan, they say, hey, Cam, we think you're a great athlete. We want to give you the opportunity to play quarterback. But look, man, we've given you some opportunities. Why don't you try playing receiver? And I'm sure that's why he transferred and left. So I'm sure he got to Jackson State and saw, hey, there are other guys that are playing. He got injured. There are other guys who are playing better than me. I'm not going to get my position back. Well, hey, Cam, why don't you try receiver? He didn't want to hear it. I guarantee you that's what it is. He does not want to hear, and maybe that'll change now, but he does not want to hear anything about playing anything other than quarterback. Yeah, even though he's never he just threw for over 100 yards in a game for the first time as a college quarterback against Alabama State. That speaks volumes, but I don't think he's necessarily hearing it. And I get it. I understand,
I don't know if I get it.
It's an ego bruise.
It is definitely an ego bruise, but I think for me, it boils down to like, what can I do to help my team be the most successful?
Nobody really thinks like that.
And I know nobody does. And again, that's why I'm talking for Coach Melle, and not for anybody else. But it should boils down to, what can I do to make my team more successful? And as an athlete or as somebody who wants to be on the field, like my biggest concern is like, being on the field. And someone just said in the chat that he also plays baseball. He does.
Yes, he does.
Allowing him to play baseball is something too. So he's going to be on our baseball team as well. So again, just a natural born athlete. And so finding him, and I guess that also could be a reason why he wants to not get banged up so much. I don't know. But so you agree that we should be starting Ashton in 2 weeks against Jackson State?
I think we should be going with him.
Have said it. And it's crazy because, when you have something like this, you give somebody an opportunity to play, they show themselves to be impressive. If they do play Cam against Jackson State, the young man has the first time he do anything wrong with the people going crazy. We've seen this.
Well, but this no, I think he'll get a longer leash than anybody else, and I'm gonna tell you why. We've had so much terrible quarterback play over the last 3 years. People are basically going to be like, look, he is not any worse than what we've had over the 3 years.
No. I agree with Ashton. I'm saying that if they did decide to play Cam.
Oh, Cam. I'm sorry. I misinterpreted you. Yeah. I would not even put Cam in that position because, like you said, the first time it is going to, the fan base is going to, his teammates are going to turn on him. They're going to try to be supportive, but the first time he makes a mistake, and it's going to be it could be a small mistake, the team is going to deflate. They need a quarterback that they believe in. I believe they believe in Jay, but I don't think Jay Woods is healthy. Like he's had 3 concussions in a matter of months. I just don't believe he should be back out there right now. I believe he should be out longer.
Yeah, we'll get an injury update, and that's gonna be interesting. Yeah. I mean, because obviously, the question that the media will be asking during media day tomorrow will be that number one question about the quarterback situation. But yeah, I mean, listen. I mean, at this point, we said it was the reset. We have an opportunity to make a reset and decide. This is our season begins for real now.
Exactly. We've had exhibition season.
We had exhibition preseason, whatever you want to call it, and so now it's time to decide what do we want to be for the team. And I think to previous coaches, now I don't want to say credit, but previous coaches had an opportunity to hit that reset button, and they were stubborn and egotistical, and they didn't. And we see what happened. So I think you have nothing to lose.
Yes.
With getting in there. I also think there should be somebody. I hope that there's somebody on the team who takes care of that mental struggle that will be, even though it's not graded, it's gonna happen. That's just the nature of the game. So I hope that someone is.
Now I'm gonna tell you who really got screwed out of this deal, and it's partly his fault. And people not gonna agree with me on this, but who's really getting screwed is Mark Fredericks. I'm gonna tell you why. Mark Fredericks never has had a quarterback, and when he got a quarterback who was decent, the offense actually looked good. When Jay Woods was healthy last year, it actually looked decent. Okay, he had what's my man that transferred up to Grambling? T-Set. He was up and down. He tried to do some things with T-Set, but he never could get a consistent quarterback. All right, he comes in this year. He has Jay Woods. Jay Woods misses the bus on the first game. Like, dude is snake bit. He misses the bus on the first game. So you never actually get to see him call a play with Jalen as his for sure quarterback. So the guy that he had the package for becomes his starting quarterback. Now he has to revamp his whole offensive thing to have Cam as his quarterback. In the meanwhile, Strother comes in 2 weeks before the season starts. They signed Strother 2 weeks before the season starts. And now you get a chance, you get removed from the job and you reset. You get a chance to reset with a new offensive coordinator with a kid who's now prepared to play. So, it is what it is.
Sometimes that's how the coin flips. And
that's how the ball bounces sometimes.
And, and I'm not one to be the pickup baller for Coach Fredericks. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's just what it is.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be. I mean, first of all, you have one of the biggest games of the years. You have, all the things that you want to accomplish are still before you, and so you have to make some decisions as it relates to that. And so that's the game. We'll get into our game. We can handle some business. So my game ball.
Before we do that, let's take a break and recognize our sponsor before we get into the game ball. Let's do that. Can we do that? You can become part of the action, become a proud sponsor of Inside the Game. You can, hit the screen right there, become a proud sponsor of Inside the Game, or you can hit me or Coach Melle up. We take cash out, Zelle if you have it, Apple Pay, whatever you need. Hey, the twos and fews work too, baby. We want all of that. So come in and be a sponsor. You can hit the game website right there on your screen. Come in and be a sponsor. If you want to be a corporate sponsor, hit us up. We're looking for that. We're looking for more of those corporate sponsors. So speaking of our corporate sponsors, first of all, I want to say thank you. And can we get that up with the Southern University School of Agriculture? Yes, the Southern University Ag Center, 771-2272. They are doing great work over there. They are a proud sponsor of the Southern University Agricultural Center. We are presented by them. They are our presenting sponsor. So shouts out to them. Give them a call. If you have some high school students who are looking for scholarships, call the Ag Center. If you have a program that you are looking to, or you're looking for some programs, whether it be healthy eating and nutrition, whether it be stop smoking, whatever it is, whether it be horticulture, whatever it is, the Ag Center can help you out with it. So give them a call or hit the website and send them an email at suagcenter.com or 225-771-2272. So that's.
Hey everyone, I'm Chastity Joseph, and I chose agriculture as Southern because I care about our planet. With the population growing so rapidly, how we meet energy and food needs is changing. At the College of Agricultural, Human, and Environmental Sciences, I've explored everything from growing my own food to learning about viticulture and enology, growing grapes and making wine. I'm able to explore being self-sufficient and even the importance of water quality. I've had amazing experiences, both inside and outside the classroom, including internships and mentorships from the founder and CEO of a Black, woman-owned winery. My passions, whether ag-related or not, all revolve around a sustainable, healthy environment. This program has equipped me with the tools I need to be able to provide for myself and my community and connect to nature. Join me in making a positive impact on our world.
Yes, indeed. And our other sponsor, I think we're going to, Pat McGee, my man, Patrick McGee Law Firm. That is in Lafayette, Louisiana, 337-476-2433. Pat is a proud alumnus of the Southern University Law Center. Patrick McGee Law Firm at 700 St. John Street, Suite 500 in Lafayette, Louisiana, 337-476-2433. You can follow Pat on Facebook or hit his website up. The McGee.
Man,
yes.
Just technology, the commercial.
We getting, hey, baby, hey, watch out now.
It has been on every time. It has been on every time. I love it. Shout out to We Grow People and Wiley and team for always taking care of us, making sure we got our stuff together and technology is running right, commercials and all.
Yes.
So leading right into our game balls. Unc has a special game ball, so I'm gonna go first. I don't know what the surprise is for his game ball, but we'll see in a second. But my game ball is going to none other than Ashton, the quarterback that we've been talking about for this past few minutes. And I think for me, more than just his performance on the field is the reason he's getting my game ball, but just having the opportunity to seize the moment. The young man joined the team late. He came in an impossible situation in Fresno State and really looked solid at the quarterback position. So I'm looking forward to what Ashton can bring to this team in whatever role he plays, whatever the coaches decide. I think Jaguar Nation has decided that he's our quarterback of the future, depending on what happens with Jalen. But, he has an opportunity to play. So shout out to Ashton. My Coach Mel game ball this week is going to none other than quarterback Ashton. Great job, young man. Keep up the great work.
Ashton Strother.
I wasn't even going to try the last name. I struggle with it on the show today. I'm like, I'm not going to even try it. It's Ashton. So
that's all right. That's all right. You got it. Ashton is definitely gets a game ball. Yes. My game ball, shockingly enough, I'm going to give a special game ball. And I thought about this for a while. My game ball goes to the staff of the Human Jukebox. A lot of people would be surprised by that, but I'm going to explain to you why I'm giving them the game ball. It's not because of performance, because the performance, I'm giving it to them because of the people and what they've been through. I don't know of any faculty, staff, or group of people who lead an organization who have gone through so much loss and tragedy as a group as the Human Jukebox has in the last 3 years. And in particular, and I'm giving it to the staff because students kind of come and go. So you may not know, they may have heard, but the staff is constant. They have experienced a degree of loss from their student population that a lot of people don't have the capability to handle. And I applaud them for that. And I look at it and I'm critical of the band, and I think their performance has suffered, but I understand. And what I say to them is, it's okay. It's okay. We know that you're doing the best that you can do under the circumstances, but you have been through a lot of tragedy and trauma, and it's okay. We have your back, and we're going to ride with you with that. We're going to ride with you, and we know the Jukebox may be going through something right now, and I think it's because of the leadership. They're struggling, but it's okay. You can do better. You can come out of it, and I'm giving them the game ball because I believe in them, and I believe that they have been through so much trauma that they need our support right now. So kudos to them for being the young men and the women that they are. And shouts out to the leadership of the Jukebox and what they've been through. So my game ball goes to them for showing up each and every week. You may not. We're all at a point. We all go through it where we may not be able to give our best, but sometimes it's just showing up and being present is enough. And right now for the Jukebox, showing up and being present is enough. So kudos to them for showing up and being present. My game ball goes to them.
I like it. I have been a Jukebox defender, and I don't think we talk about enough of the things that you just mentioned as it relates to like what that staff and what those young people have been through in such a short period of time.
Yes.
Like back to back, like devastating tragedies that they've continued to come out of. And I love the Jukebox. I keep up the great work. All the things Unc said times 10. And the haters gonna hate, and they don't care. They're gonna do what they do. But y'all continue to do what y'all do.
I think the people who matter, like there are some people out there who hate, and there are some people who are just going to judge them on performance. If you're going to judge them on performance this year, I understand the criticism, but I also understand what they've been through and how they got to this point, and it's okay. That's all I'm saying. It's okay. And I think I know the type of men that they are, the type of women that they are. They're going to get through this, and they're going to be better. And all I'm going to say is this. When they do, all you other bands, you might have got them early on, but when the juke comes through, because they're coming through now, when the juke comes through, y'all gonna be in trouble. Yeah, and it's gonna be back to what it was.
Yeah, and I mean, there was so many. First of all, I don't get the criticism of like the whatever. Have what your opinions. Band is very subjective anyway. Like, I mean, I can think that it sounds amazing, and the next person can be like, that was the worst arrangement in the world. So most subjective thing that we argue about all the time. I don't really get the criticisms, but the Jukebox, the taking it back to the Under Pressure days in Fresno was so nostalgic to me. Yes. And so looking forward to the rest of the season. It's just like everything else. Like it evolves as the season goes, and it only gets better. And so if anybody is capable, I know the Jukebox is capable. Always getting better. And at the end of the day, they still your favorite band's favorite band. All right. So as we think about
the Max Minnelli of bands.
Max Minnelli.
Yes. Max Minnelli is every rapper's favorite rapper. You didn't know that?
I mean,
Jeezy, T.I., all of them. He is everybody. Every rapper's from the South favorite rapper. Your legendary rappers, their favorite rapper is Max Minnelli.
I mean, Max got some hits.
Chad is the Baton Rouge's Rakim.
Max got some hits.
Yes.
That takes me back to my clubbing days. I don't want to go back. That was some good times. All right. So as we think about a recap, as we think about the games from last week, quickly going through these games, because I want to talk about one in particular and get your thoughts on this particular game. So we had We'll start with Mississippi State, 63, Alcorn 0. Now, of course, we expected that, but I don't know if we even knew that the rule exists, that the coaches can agree to these shortened quarters because of the outcome of the game.
Where it used to be a running clock. They used to agree to a running clock. Now I think they shorten the quarters by 3 minutes from 15 to 12.
Like 5. It was like a 15 to 12 or 10, something like that.
Yeah, so I know. It used to be running clocks. Now they've changed the rule. But yeah, I'm glad they did.
Likewise. All right, Lamar 31, Texas Southern 7.
Texas Southern, man, what is going on?
You picked Texas Southern, didn't you?
Huh?
You picked Texas Southern in that game.
I did pick Texas Southern. I thought that they would come out and play, but apparently Coach Dishman is having some issues. Apparently from his call today, he's having some issues in their program.
Did you listen to the call?
I heard parts of it. I heard it was pretty spicy.
He was on, he talked about so many things. He talked about the fan support. He said he hasn't mastered getting how to get the people in the stands. They haven't been in the stands for Texas Southern in a long time. He was fussing. I mean, he was on 10. My boy was on 10.
You went to Texas Southern and you lost your first game to Prairie View, and then you came out and got blown out by Lamar. What have you given them to come watch?
Yeah. And I mean, that was part of the thing is like, winning gets him in the seats, but he also made a comment that was part of the interview today. And great question, Wild Rainwright, from On the Hill podcast. He asked him about his statement where he basically said he didn't sign up for this, and they was kind of like, "Well, what did you sign up for? What did you're going to Texas Southern? You know the history." My boy was on 10, like 10.
Bro, you played for the Houston Oilers, who lost a 35-point lead for halftime. Come on, bro. Crashing out. Stop acting like you was some dominant Super Bowl champion, bro. Come on now.
He was on 10. But anyway, in other news, the other swag scores: Florida A&M 33, Albany State 25.
Fam. Hey, they just like us. But at least they won the game. They won the game. That was Quinn Gray's, my guy Quinn Gray. That was his return to FAMU. That was his opportunity to try to show what he could do. I think his team put up a valiant fight. FAMU has some athletes now, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They got the victory on their home field against Albany State, but I wasn't impressed in terms of how they executed it.
Yeah, I mean, it seems, to your point, I'm all about the win is a win. But there was a lot of conversation around just how they look as a unit this year. I mean, and if anybody can get it and figure it out, it'll be FAMU. Bragg Stadium gives them that edge. So I mean, I wouldn't. People are counting them out. I haven't quite got on the bandwagon of counting them completely.
No.
Purview 17, Rice 38.
Kind of what we expected. Rice is a decent program. Purview is who they are. They hired Connell Maynor over at Prairie View. Tremaine Jackson. My bad.
Wow.
So they just kind of is what it is.
All right. Alabama A&M 23, Tennessee State 21.
Man, Alabama A&M, you better watch them. Sam Shade is, you gotta watch the Bulldogs, baby. And look, when if the Bulldogs get on the roll, the Win-Su posse gonna be back in effect. So Sam Shade, he might have something over there.
I agree.
The old schoolers know who the Win-Su posse is.
I'm not old school, but I know the Win-Su posse. But no, I mean, I thought that was a great hire for Alabama A&M, and he is, to your point, they're slowly, but what they said in their groups today, bark like you wanted, and I'm gonna keep barking. So hey, the people are barking at Alabama A&M right now, and we'll see. They got some pretty interesting games coming up. Lincoln 8, Arkansas Pine Bluff 34. Mississippi Valley State 3, Southeastern 56.
Nah.
In a much higher scoring game than I anticipated, Bethune-Cookman 41, South Carolina State 55.
South Carolina's defense needs work. Bethune is what we thought they are. And, that just means we'll go to Bethune and we'll beat them by 6 because they'll play us like like they're the Pittsburgh Steelers.
But them scoring 41 points, I was impressed with them putting 41 on the board. That was I didn't anticipate that.
Was that a result of South Carolina State's defense not being good, or was that a result of Bethune-Cookman? I mean,
depends on who you ask, because every time you have that conversation about who scored what versus it's like, oh, my defense is just that bad, so it depends on who you are. But shout out to Bethune for putting 41 on the board in that loss. The most controversial game of the day: Kentucky State 31, Grambling 37 in overtime. Thoughts, and then I have a question about a particular play during that game.
The heist, I call it the heist. Oh, Grambling, dear Grambling, we gave our all to thee. Grambling, dear Grambling, you heisted that game from the Thoroughbreds. The Thoroughbreds came in with it on their mind. Felton Huggins was a Grambling guy before he transferred to Southeastern. He's from the area around St. Helena and Zachary, around that area. He knows he has quite a few players from Louisiana, in particular from South Louisiana on the squad. He had them prepared to play, and they took it to Grambling. And let's just say that the calls didn't go their way in that game. Not just the last call of the game, which should have been blown dead.
That was going to be my question to you. Do you believe
that play should have been blown dead? But it is what it is. Hey, Grambling, one of their assistant coaches put on when I said they stole a game from a D2, he said a win is a win. So a win is a win. They got it.
A win is a win. So, and the question now, my favorite question that we ask ourselves in the SWAC groups, Tuskegee 0, Jackson State 30. We'll get more into Jackson State because we play them next. Yes. What did we learn specifically about Grambling in a game like that? Well, there's been this hype and conversation around what kind of program or what they have this year. What do you think this kind of game shows for a school like Grambling or a team like Grambling?
Grambling has decent talent. My opinion is, I like their coaches, but I think their in-game coaching lacks. I think they're lacking some in-game coaching. I think what you saw was a team come out and exploit Grambling's weaknesses. Grambling has some weaknesses. I won't put it all on display, but they have some glaring weaknesses on the defensive side of the ball. And a team like Kentucky State was able to come in and exploit those weaknesses.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. And what I think I learned the most about anything, you just every week, like it's literally go 1-0 every week to week, yes. No matter like who you're playing. There's literally something that could be, I thought Kentucky State got out, to your point, fast start. I thought they were gonna take it. But as they say, to your point, when you get in that hole, you never know what's gonna happen out there. So Kentucky State, in a heartbreaking fashion, loses that game.
Look, Varric out here tell you he's from Cheneyville. Bro, that's all the same, bro. I ain't trying to insult nobody.
Well, you got to be careful with that.
They from Cheneyville, Zachary, from Lemon Road. He from Pride, bro. Come on, y'all give us a break. Yeah, he from that area. All right. Much love to my people up there.
We had this big debate about the field in Questwork. It's a real difference.
Yes, Crestworth ends at one point. The field is here. The field is what's the field? Yeah, and Crestworth
Blunt Road separates the field from Crestworth. So
yeah, exactly.
Over Blunt Road, you are in the two different hoods, and so we take that. And so I get you. You're right, V. He from Cheneyville, not Pride, Zachary, Lemon Road. Look at Adrian, it's just Zachary. See. That's a whole.
It ain't Zachary. I ain't giving it to Zachary. Zachary got enough.
No, Zachary decided that it wasn't Zachary. When they did their thing, they was like, that we're not taking all y'all. We gonna just cut y'all off.
That's right. Unless y'all play football or basketball.
Unless y'all play football. But before we get into NFL action, we'll start our preview of, obviously we're off this week. And then we come back. We will probably be off next Monday too, since we're off. But we're off next week, and then we come back and we play our I don't know what kind of rival you want to call them, bitter, hated Southern Jackson State in Mumford, 6:00 September 27th, Gold Rush game. If you don't have your tickets, get them. What are you anticipating and expecting for this matchup? And we would love to hear from y'all in the chat. Anticipating and expected from this matchup.
I anticipate us coming out with some inspiration.
Yeah.
I anticipate us being inspired. I anticipate Jackson State coming out trying to smack us in the mouth and take our heart from us early in the very beginning. This is the game. I love our fans. I love the township. But this is the game where the township needs to go back to being a nation. This is a game where our fan base is going to matter. The players, they have to be confident in themselves. They haven't had a lot to be confident about. They need us in that stadium often and early. A lot of us. Sit on your critiques. Sit on your critiques right now. This is all hands on deck. Sit on your critiques right now. They need the old nation to show up, not the township. We need the nation to show up. And I believe that the players have looked at this as a reset. And I believe they come out and they play Jackson State tough as nails. And if they can get some positive things that happen early in their game, I think we have a great ball game. If not, then I think it's the same old.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think you don't have to get the team up for this game, and you also don't have to get the fans up for this game. They may be goofy or not. This is a game from both sides. I mean, Jackson State, as much as they try to downplay it, their fans get up when they play Southern too. Yes. Everybody gets up when they play Southern, and so I think they're on both sides. There's nothing you don't have to get ready for. Both of them are coming off bye weeks. It's almost like, when the Bayou Classic, both teams get the week off to prepare. So it's going to be so much noise talking for 2 straight weeks between both fan bases, between all of that. And we just have to come out and to your point, reset. And it's a rivalry game, so anything is possible. But people are writing us off like we don't stand a chance, and that we're just going to getting just completely destroyed, taken out in Mumford, doing this game, doing this reset, doing this opportunity. I don't see that happening. So I am looking forward to Boombox this year and seeing what our team does. And I mean, listen, it could either be a good day in Baton Rouge or it could be a long 3 weeks.
As my man DeFran says, DeFran says, bring some energy to the stadium. We need that energy. The players are going to feed off of that, and you have to feed off the players. Like I said, I believe all of this plays a part in it because they need something to be positive. The players need to see their support, and I believe early on in the game, if they can see some positive things, I believe we're going to have a ball game because I think this is going to be a character game. What kind of character does this team have?
Yeah, and TJ Winston just says it's a tough game, can't give up big plays, especially on special teams. And I think that's the one area that gives me the gravest concern for us at this point is special teams. We just have not had a consistent good outing at the special team play this season. And then games like this, special teams plays matter. And they win and lose games. Special teams win and lose games in these type of games. So again, we have a off week to get it together and roll through it and see what happens. So looking forward to see what that game is going to look like, what it's going to be like. Yeah. Any other thoughts around that, Uncle, before we do our predictions for next week and then take our last few minutes to talk about the NFL?
Well, I just, like I said, I just think this is a time where if the Jaguar Nation is going to pull it, if they're going to be considered a nation again and pull it together, I think this is the time for not just for the team, but for the fan base. This is a reset for everybody. Everybody gets the opportunity to reset. So let's do that. And for all you people, I ain't wearing no gold. Can't nobody tell me what to wear. Man, just go buy something gold, please.
Right. Like, it's not that hard.
Just go buy something gold, because this is a pet peeve of mine. Whenever we have these days, whether it be a whiteout or whatever, we never can quite get that right.
We're work. Hey, let me. And
I know you're leading the campaign on this.
We're getting better, and I I literally, when I got to campus last week, I started to count. And I'm gonna start having like demerit cards, like as we walk around campus, and like, hey, you knew the color of the game. Why are you not in uniform? Like, yeah. So I am trying to get us to 100% participate. We're doing better. We're doing better on the road, and so it's gonna happen. And on Boombox, you're gonna be like, wow.
And vendors get, because I'm gonna tell you one thing about gold. Sometimes our vendors forget that we are gold as part of our colors. Can we get some stylish stuff in gold, please? Like, I'm Unc. I need something stylish. I need somebody to have some stylish polos, a pullover, not a fleece hoodie. I want something dry fit. I want something different in gold. Can I get that? Can I get something with a different logo in gold? Come on, be creative. Come on, people. Can we get a gold Southern jersey? Not a football jersey, the gold Southern baseball jersey, preferably the V-neck pullover. Can we get something like that? Come on, my creatives. Come on, my vendors. Come up with something creative with gold, because no matter where I look, it's hard to find something in gold. I have to go order from Amazon, and they don't have anything Southern gold. So I just order something gold and then, roll from there. But can my people, all of my people, I'm not going to call your names out. Just get it together. Come on, people, my vendors that's selling Southern paraphernalia, get you some fly gold stuff. And I'm not talking about the cheap stuff. And I don't want no damn T-shirts. I'm too old to be wearing T-shirts. Next day, you're going to be wanting me to put on jean shorts or something. Come on now.
Hey, let's
no, I'm not talking about the kind of jean shorts.
Jean shorts.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about, I'm talking about jorts. I'm talking about jorts. You know what I'm talking about.
Let's not knock the jean shorts.
You're going to talk about all I think about when I see people in those T-shirts is wearing some jorts and wearing them $59.99 Nikes that you get at the Walmart. You know what I'm talking about. And I'm sorry, Unc is not going out like that. I need something stylish. I need something with some flavor and some style in gold. My vendors, come on, take care of me. Get something.
A gold polo, y'all, so he can come on the show like
with a nice logo, not the little bitty logo, with a nice size logo. Get me a gold 3/4 zip. Give me a gold 3/4 zip. I'm serious. I've been asking for a gold 3/4 zip for 5 years now.
You haven't seen the gold 3/4 zip?
I know the one, the quarterback club, but they won't. I can't get that.
Well, you're not a member, so that's on you.
I can be a member right now. I give you my card. I can be a member right now. But they told me they can't get that for a whole another 6 months.
Well, it just depends. We go. That is gonna be the plan. There's been there. I see DeFron in here. I see Lacey and her creative crew here.
I'm just
saying,
a lot
of other people. Y'all make sure
make it happen for me. Make it happen. But I saw Brittany saying they've been selling. No, they haven't been selling gold stuff. They haven't. I promise you. Because if they had, Unc Buster Fly. Who brought the S sweater to life? Who in white? Y'all did never notice every time I bust the S sweater, I had the S sweater in Columbia. When everybody else was wearing navy, I was wearing Columbia. Then I bust out the white with the blue in it. Everybody was like, where you get that from? That's me. Also, and y'all never noticed I never had the gold with the S. Why? Because they don't make the S in the gold. I need gold, baby. I need the gold, baby.
No. Okay, I'm not about to let you put these videos out there like that. Because I mean, you might be looking hard enough. Because I see some. Because there was a couple of jerks. We gonna find.
I don't want no. What did I just say? I can't. Well, look, man. I don't have the guns that I used to be flexing basketball jerseys and carrying on. And there is one thing that I saw that was nice, but I can't wear that. I'm an Unc, man. I'm speaking for the Uncs right now. I'm not speaking for the young folk. And I can't be going out showing up in no game in the basketball warm up. As nice as it is, I can't come. But if you got me a 3/4 zip with that same logo on it, those same letters, your uncle be there flexing that.
Well, y'all, to your point, Jaquan said Uncle shooting his shot, and he is shooting his shot, and Uncle might need to get in the studio himself because all these recommendations he got.
I designed the sweaters. The S sweaters was me, baby. That was me. I have a design for a logo out for something right now. I can't get nobody to make it for me. Come on, baby. You know, I got the logo, the Southern logos from back in when they were the Jaguar cats. You know, Unc have the fresh. Come on now. Y'all know me.
Make sure, listen, y'all hear Unc, y'all hear his recommendation. Listen, I got my gear. I got my feet ready to go. Can't wait to pull it out, and you can just get mad now because it got gold with a hint of the royal blue. So just go ahead and talk about me now, but it's coming out in 2 weeks, and it's going to be what it's going to be. Yes, TJ, we will see y'all in the Jackson Township in 2 weeks because y'all never take over Mumford like y'all say. But
sit that little section way over there in the corner and sit down and be quiet over there.
Sit down and be quiet. Next to the boom, y'all 3 sections in the boom. But no, it really, I mean, Boombox is my favorite game, and people tend to not like it when it's in Baton Rouge, but I think the atmosphere is just as exciting than, you know, when it's in Jackson. So that's exciting. Ready for it. 2 weeks. Please find your goal. Please find your goal. Please find your goal. Make sure Unc find his goal, because I want to hear.
I'm gonna tell you how I got gold, but I'm gonna tell you how I got Columbia blue pants to go with my goal, baby. I just need the right top to set it off. I'm telling you, I'm ready for this. I got Columbia blue and gold New Balance to go. I'm ready for this. Just give me the right top.
Yes.
Just put the right top with it, baby. I'm ready.
It's going to be good. TJ, listen, that lady was in her seat and she wasn't moving. That was y'all trying to move. So I appreciate it. We got to bring that video back out next time. The lady didn't move for the boom. But thank y'all guys so much for engaging. We have a quick 5 minutes to talk about NFL. The best game of the week. Monday Night Football is coming up, but I mean, obviously, as you know, Unc and I are both diehard 49er fans. We came to the Dome. We took over the Dome. We took over the city of New Orleans. It was a great weekend with a backup quarterback, bruised, battered, but the 49ers 26, Saints 21.
We came in y'all trap and took y'all trap with a corner boy. We ain't even have the big dog. We had a corner boy quarterbacking. Came in there and just took over your trap we came in there and took over y'all trap with Bodie. Bodie was running thing. We ain't even, and for those who don't know, that obscure reference, that's from The Wire for people who didn't watch The Wire.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, great atmosphere in the Dome. I mean, we had a time. Always a close game, no matter what the teams got going on, and it was a perfectly matched game. But Niners come out victorious. Saints, I don't know what to say. I think that they show signs of potential something.
But they've had 2 weeks in a row where they had a possibility of close a win. And in reality, they probably should have beaten us.
Yeah.
But they're the Saints. Yeah. And I figured that pregame, I ain't going to say no names, but the pregame tribute kind of jinxed them. But that's just me. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes. Won't go there.
Yes,
I had a lot to say at the game, but you know, people were giving Spencer such a hard time. He doesn't look like just the worst back in the NFL to me. He does not look like
even the pass that Juwan Johnson dropped 3 passes, 4, one for a first down, one was popped, and then the play that he threw to Olave where in the end zone, while it was a little bit behind Olave, he still should have made that play.
Yeah, so that, I mean, you got to help him out, especially when you got a quarterback new like that. Got to help him out. I'm glad we were victorious. Hopefully, we get we'll probably get Brock back in another 3 weeks. I mean, 2-0. That's all we can ask for. Dallas and the Giants played a thriller. That kicker making a 64-yard kick was insanity. And the Cowboys came out victorious as well. So
yes,
should be interesting times. But yeah, thank you guys so much for engaging. Any last second as it relates? Again, look.
I want everybody to start to go. Everybody who's looking at us, go and subscribe on YouTube. That is very important. Go to YouTube. Even if you watch the show live on Facebook, go to YouTube and subscribe and watch it again. Engage again. Watch it. Let it run. Watch it. We want to run up the subscribers on YouTube. So go to YouTube. Go to the Inside the Game website. Follow it to YouTube. Run it up, subscribe, like, give it the thumbs up subscribe and watch it on YouTube. Please do that. That's important. Okay.
Yes, we are almost. Shout out to all of our subscribers. So far, we are only 3 subscribers away from getting our first 100 subscribers. So make sure you do that. Check out the tagline at the bottom. Unc sponsors the show in Unc's Gold outfit. Listen, Unc gave you the name of the game. We off next week. We're gonna miss you guys next week, but we are coming back for a thriller and boombox, and we will have a lot to talk about no matter what way the game goes. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing everybody on the yard. Be safe. Go Jags, go Jags, go Jags.
That's right. Man upstairs says the same. We'll be back at the same time because, as always, we're going to take you inside the game.
Peace. Have a good night.